Good day, I'm Carrie-Ann Smith and this is your JIS news for Tuesday, August 26. The Jamaican economy expanded in the range of 1 to 2% in the April to June 2014 quarter. Bank of Jamaica Governor Brian Winter made that pronouncement Monday at the BOJ's quarterly press briefing on the economy.
The recovery is projected to continue over the next 4 quarters, despite some slowing in the September quarter due to the impact of the drought on agricultural production. The outlook for growth in the full fiscal year 2014-15 remains within the original projections of 1 to 2%.
He said government had to maintain fiscal discipline and continue to pursue the program of economic transformation.
The preservation of economic stability, together with the maintenance of recent gains in external price competitiveness, will allow the productive sector to grow faster, led by exports and competitive import substitution.
Meanwhile, the BOJ governor says the Jamaican economy is better able to withstand inflationary shocks as a result of the economic reform program that's now underway. He says that although there was a 25% increase in bus fares last year and the Jamaican dollar depreciated, government's fiscal policy helped to curtail inflation.
Historically, such a combination of shocks would have been enough to send inflation spiraling into double-digit territory. But that did not happen this time. Instead, the environment for inflation has demonstrated what I would like to characterize as an unprecedented resilience.
Headline inflation at the end of June 2014 stood at 8%, down from 8.8% in June last year. And while the current drought resulted in a 1.4% increase in prices for the month of July, the BOJ maintains that inflation for the September 2013 to 2014 period will be in the targeted range of 7 to 9%. Jamaica has been assured of international assistance to meet its remaining goals under the World Health Organization WHO Framework Convention on Tobacco Control (FCTC). The assurance comes from the WHO FCTC Secretariat, which recently had a team in the island concluding its assessment of Jamaica's needs and progress towards satisfying the objectives of the convention. The team gave Jamaica commendations for its efforts, especially in the areas related to protection from exposure to tobacco smoke and tobacco packaging and labeling, which are included in the 2013 Public Health Tobacco Control Regulations. Among other things, Jamaica is still working to adopt comprehensive tobacco control legislation and to create a national coordinating mechanism. Health Minister Dr. Fenton Ferguson says he remains committed to doing what is required for Jamaicans to be protected against the dangers of tobacco exposure. The WHO FCTC Secretariat team's final report will give an overview of the status of Jamaica's implementation of the FCTC and put forward recommendations on the way forward. This is expected to be integrated into the country's action plan for tobacco control. State Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Sharon Folks Abrahams, says there must be a stronger effort to foster a culture of entrepreneurship among the youth, with particular emphasis on information communications technology, ICT.
This ministry wholeheartedly supports the engagement of young persons in activities that direct their creation towards an entrepreneurial culture that will not only harness their enthusiasm and innovative ideas, but also increase their personal development, social stability, and eventually their economic growth.
Mrs. Folks Abrahams was speaking on Friday at the Jamaican Girls Coding Summer Camp 2014 graduation ceremony. The 4-week program was organized by the Department for International Development and the Caribbean Development Bank in association with the Jamaica Coalition of Service Industries. It was facilitated by JAMPRO and exposed 20 girls ages 12 to 14 from various high schools in the corporate area to the technique of coding. The girls were presented with certificates and tablets at the graduation ceremony. State Minister of Science, Technology, Energy and Mining, Julian Robinson, said the vision was to build girls who code clubs in several high schools, starting with the participant schools and those institutions that are part of the Tablets in Schools project. And finally, the Planning Institute of Jamaica PIOJ is assuring that entrepreneurs can expect strict confidentiality if they participate in its financial information and real-time matchmaking firm EXPO. The event, being held for the first time, will give entrepreneurs an opportunity to pitch their business plans to potential investors. Executive Director of the Growth Secretariat at the PIOJ, Joseph Cox, says the panel of financiers hearing the pitches from entrepreneurs will be asked to sign confidentiality or non-disclosure forms.
The pitching scenarios will obtain in a closed setting, where the only people in that room will be the panel of financiers and the person pitching. We are ensuring that this thing caters to the market that is intended to, and it's not an avenue to be abused by anyone.
The Firm Expo is a collaborative initiative between the public and the private sector and will be held at Jamaica College on Old Hope Road October 4. Other sessions will follow over the next 12 to 15 months across the island. Registration can be done via the Firm Expo's website at firmexpoja.com or by visiting the offices of the PIOJ or Development Bank of Jamaica. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Carrie Ann Smith. Thanks for watching.